So, if you've been slacking lately, this is what I did to get out of it. For the last few days, I've been going to bed at quite the same time and on time. I've been thumb pulling before going to bed again, and I've been meditating in the morning, which I forgot today. So, this is my reminder to do it after this video. And I've been eating more clean, I've been exercising more, I've been going to the kickboxing session yesterday, and so, I'm getting my life back up. And this is how you can do it too. At first, you're probably just pissed off that everything is going wrong. You're not eating clean, you're not watching your bedtime, you're not training, you're not doing anything you want. Okay? At first, that's probably what you have. That's what I had. Then you start to think, like, how can I improve this shit? Because I'm tired of it. And the thing I did, which I recommend you to do, is write down everything. Write down what I can do to improve my life. And then you had a habit tracker before. I've had that, and on mine was something like sleep, exercise, sunlight, read, things like that. Eat clean, things like that. And then you write down everything you want to do again to get back into that kind of flow. So I wrote down, for example, sleep on time every day. So sleep, yeah. And I wrote down exercise, diet, phone time, something like that, you know. And then on the first page I wrote that, and on the other page I wrote down everything that I can really do, so I get those things done. So I said to my for sleep, for example, like go and sleep every day at the same time and while you're reading. And with exercise, I said to myself, like, I prefer to do it before school if I can, and otherwise I do it after school. And with the diet, I don't even know what I wrote down there anymore, but just be disciplined with the things you buy when you're at school because it's hard. Because everybody in school, in my school, everybody goes to the supermarket and buys just things, and it's hard to not do it yourself because I just go with them. I walk with them, and to not buy anything there, I can do it. It's not so hard, but after a few days of not doing it, it's just hard. You're hungry. You buy things. That's the thing. But yeah, just write down everything you want to be doing, and write down in the way you can start doing it again. And it's also with the progression mindset. The progressive overload. Just start doing, like, for example, you're meditating. I need to do my meditation today. I've been doing it just for 1 minute a day in the morning, and in a few days I will up it to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just the same with thumb pulling. I used to do um like 3 sets or 2 sets. Now I just do 1 set, maybe 1 minute. I don't really track it, but if you don't know what thumb pulling is, by the way, it's just you stand up straight against the wall with your back against the wall. Okay, then you um, pull your chin in, so you make a double chin as much as possible, and then you just pull with your thumbs, up to the roof of your mouth, and not against your teeth, but to your palate. And then you have three kind of places you can do it in the front, the middle, and the back. I learned this from Oscar Patel, by the way. So go and check him out. You probably know him. If you know him, if you see this video, you probably know this guy. But if you don't know him, Oscar Patel. Oscar Patel. Okay? Go and search for him. But yeah, I've been doing that every evening since then. And I've been eating more clean. So what was that? It's right now it's 9:30, and today it's the day my school starts at 12 again, so I have to leave in like 2 hours. And I've had my very good beauty sleep. I love that. And after recording this video, probably I'm gonna meditate for the 1 minute, and then I'm gonna go to the store, and I'm gonna buy some steak and some eggs and some stuff like that. So that Friday is very, very good because I can sleep until I want, and I've had enough sleep. And then I can eat what I want. I can record these videos because my mom is working. And the Friday is just the perfect day, man. It's very good. But yeah, really like write down everything and write down how you can really manage it and then stick it up on your wall, for example. Or just have it somewhere you look every day. It's that simple. And really go and do those things then. Because you can write them down and not do it, but you obviously have to do it. But writing this down makes like the mental thing come onto paper because it's all like very. It's like when you have your earbuds, and they're totally strangled together. Like for example, your charger, and it's totally crumbled up. When you write things down like that, it's like unpacking your earbuds. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, when you write things, when you write it down on paper, you kind of have your mind there, so you can watch everything from a third view, and you just can think about it more logically. I'm gonna probably do this with some other things I have in my life right now because it's very much at the moment. It's school. I have to like. I'm reading three books at the same time. One English book I read for myself, then another English book I have to read for school, then one Dutch book I have to read for school. That's very annoying. And then I've got all this homework that I don't make, and all these lessons that I've got to be, and then I've got my two separate like bands. I play the drums, and I've got to manage things for that. And I've got to learn those songs, and I've got kickboxing now too. It's a whole lot, okay? So yeah, I'm probably gonna write down everything there about that too, so I can see what I have and where everything is. And yeah, I should recommend you to do that too, man, because it's helpful. Yeah, it really is, because I've been struggling for a few weeks right now, and life is going better right now. So yeah, and you maybe have watched Self Improvement September first, man. It's self improvement September, guys. Let's go. And today is the 5th of September, I think. I don't actually know. I think it's the 5th, yeah. So yeah, grind hard for that, boys. I wish you the best of luck and write down everything you have. Okay? See you.